You said you're going to make your decision whether or not you're going to challenge Trump by Labor Day, and that's coming up, as I said, in just a couple of days. But look at this poll. Look at these polls. Recent polls show that his approval rating is 88% among Republicans. How do you overcome that?
Well, I think what's interesting, because in New Hampshire, I was there last week, there was a similar poll, same kind of numbers in terms of overall support of the president's, but about half of the respondents in that very poll said that they would like to see the president challenged, that they'd like to see a primary challenge. And so I think that there's some level of cognitive dissonance on the Republican side of the equation where people say, you know, I like what he's doing in terms of what they perceive to be happening in the economy or with regard to 401k plan or what's going to come next with regard to the border or wall. But at the same time, they do have a sense of unease about, is this economy sustainable? What's happening on that front? Is some of the rancor that goes on as a consequence of his occasionally outrageous tweets, is this sustainable? And so I think that there is a market out there. And then there are a lot of Republicans, because I've talked to them over 20 years in politics, that care very much about bread and butter, what were, again, historically Republican issues about simply balancing a budget and things like that.
If you're not the candidate, if you decide come Monday next week that you're not going to run, would you vote for Trump?
Again, what I've said is, with all due respect to Bernie Sanders, his political ideology is even further afield than Donald Trump's for me because I'm a conservative Republican. So
there are others besides Bernie Sanders.
I think the more... I know, but last time I checked, the progressive wing of the party seems to be leading the charge, and so that's where I am. I think
Bernie Sanders. Hold on,
hold
on 1 second. I'm sorry for the delay.
Yeah,
Bernie Sanders is not even leading the polls.
Yes,
it's Joe Biden at this point, and then Elizabeth Warren.
No, I'm aware
second.
of that. But last time I checked, there seems to be a nipping on the heels with Elizabeth Warren and Bernie accruing, and Biden holding more or less still. That the movement seems to be on the other side. Maybe I'm wrong on that, but that's some of what I've seen in some of the polls.
So plainly and distinctly,
what are you saying? The bigger point, though, is the one you make, which is, I am saying I am a Republican. I'll end up supporting a Republican.
All right. Which is the president? Yes. That's a yes?
I know I'm disappointing you right now.
No, I'm
I'm
going to make this clear. You're not disappointing me. It's just that there's a delay, there's crosstalk. I just want to make sure that what you're saying comes across to our viewers. That's it.
Sure.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Sanford. I appreciate it.
My pleasure.
All right.